Hey everyone, it's Deep Universes here, and let me tell you, today we're diving headfirst into a world of pure awesome. We're talking about those flying machines that make you question everything you thought you knew about gravity and physics. For decades, the United States has been like the Tony Stark of aerospace, always pushing the limits of what's possible. But forget your F-22s and F-35s, man. We're going deeper. We're talking about the secret stuff. The projects hidden away in those Area 51 type hangars. The ones that make you go, no way, that can't be real. These babies are packed with tech so futuristic it'd make Elon Musk jealous. We're talking speeds that make your head spin, maneuverability that make a hummingbird jealous, and capabilities straight out of science fiction. So buckle up, Buttercup, because we're about to embark on a journey to uncover 5 of the most groundbreaking aircraft ever developed by the US Air Force. Get ready to have your minds blown wide open. Alright folks, first up we got the NGAD Next Generation Air Dominance Program. Now this thing is so top secret even whispering its name gets you put on a watch list. But what we do know is that it's the Air Force's golden ticket to keeping the skies safe and sound for decades to come. Imagine a fighter jet so advanced it can practically smell fear in the cockpit of an enemy aircraft. We're talking stealth capabilities that make it practically invisible to radar. Weapon systems that could take down an entire fleet with pinpoint accuracy. And a freaking onboard AI that's smarter than a whole team of MIT grads. They're not releasing many details, and trust me, I've tried to pry them out. But from what I've gathered, this thing is going to be a game changer. Some folks are saying it'll be optionally manned, meaning it can fly with or without a pilot. Can you imagine that? A machine that can dogfight better than a human? Now that's what I call progress. The NGAD is still in development, but let me tell you, when this bad boy takes to the skies, the whole world's gonna take notice. Next up we got something completely different, the Zephyr S. This thing ain't your typical fighter jet, no sir, it's more like a giant solar-powered robotic bird soaring high above the earth. Picture this. A wingspan wider than a Boeing 737, but so light it could practically float on a gentle breeze. Now this ain't no flimsy kite, folks. The Zephyr S is built for endurance. We're talking months in the air without ever needing to land. How's that for fuel efficiency? It's all thanks to those sleek solar panels that cover its wings, soaking up the sun's rays and turning them into pure energy. And what does it do up there all day, you ask? Well, it's like a giant, all-seeing eye in the sky. The Zephyr S is packed with sensors and cameras that can track movements on the ground, monitor weather patterns, and even provide communication relay services. It's like a Swiss Army knife of surveillance, and it's going to revolutionize the way we gather intelligence. The science of sonic booms. Now before we move on to our next aerial marvel, let's talk about something that'll make your bones rattle. Sonic booms. You ever hear that ear-splitting crack that sounds like the sky's breaking? That's a sonic boom, baby. It happens when something like a supersonic jet travels faster than the speed of sound, which is about 767 miles per hour at sea level. Think of it like this. Imagine you're a boat, cruising through the water. As you move, you create waves that spread out behind you. Now if you could somehow go faster than the waves themselves, you'd end up outrunning them, and they'd all bunch up at the front of your boat, creating a huge wall of water. That's kinda what happens with a sonic boom. The plane is moving so fast it's outrunning the sound waves it creates, and they all pile up in front of it, forming a cone of compressed air. When that cone hits your eardrums, bam! Sonic boom. Now, these booms can be pretty darn loud, and they can even break windows if they're close enough to the ground. That's why supersonic flight over land is usually restricted. But hey, it's a small price to pay for the sheer awesomeness of breaking the sound barrier, right? Project Mayhem. Alright folks, hold on to your hats, because this next one is a doozy. It's called Project Mayhem, and it's about as mysterious as it sounds. Now, the details are still classified, but here's what we've been able to piece together. Imagine a weapon system so revolutionary, it could change the face of warfare forever. We're talking hypersonic speeds, meaning it can travel at 5 times the speed of sound or faster. We're talking maneuverability that'd make a ninja jealous, dodging and weaving through enemy defenses like it's nothing. And we're talking firepower that could take out an entire battlefield in the blink of an eye. Now I know what you're thinking. Chris, this sounds like something straight out of a Terminator movie. And you know what? You're not wrong. But this ain't science fiction, folks. This is the future of warfare. The Air Force is pouring billions into this project, and for good reason. They believe Mayhem has the potential to give them an unprecedented strategic advantage on the battlefield. Collaborative combat aircraft. Last but not least, we got something that's going to change the way we think about aerial combat. Collaborative combat aircraft, or CCAs for short. Now these ain't your grandpa's drones, folks. These are highly advanced autonomous aircraft that are designed to work side by side with manned fighter jets like a well-oiled human-machine fighting force. Imagine this, a squadron of F-35S, each one accompanied by a swarm of CCAs, all working together to overwhelm the enemy. The CCAs can act as decoys, drawing enemy fire while the manned jets move in for the kill. They can provide electronic jamming, disrupting enemy communications and radar systems. And they can even carry out airstrikes themselves, hitting targets with pinpoint accuracy. It's like having a whole team of wingmen, all controlled by a single pilot. Now, this technology is still in its early stages, but the potential is enormous. The future of flight. So there you have it, folks, 5 of the most incredible and groundbreaking aircraft ever developed by the US Air Force. From hypersonic weapons to solar-powered marvels, these machines are pushing the boundaries of what we thought was possible and giving us a glimpse into the future of flight. But now I want to hear from you. Could these technologies one day be used for more than just defense? Could we see hypersonic passenger jets whizzing us across the globe in a matter of hours? Could solar-powered drones beam internet to remote corners of the world? Or are these technologies destined to remain the exclusive tools of militaries and intelligence agencies? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, thanks for joining me on this wild ride through the world of cutting-edge aviation.